I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my horoscope overview for August for you Sagittarius. Okay, so what's going on? There's a lot going on in the chart this month. There's some movement and a lot of aspects. We're not going to go through every single one, of course, but I am going to have a look at an overview on what areas of life and how it's likely to influence you. All right, so first of all, we've got in your solar 8th house, Venus has been sitting in this position for a little while. It's going to move out this month on the 12th. So what does this mean? So the 8th house is it's like your second monetary position. It does govern quite a few areas, but if we have a look at the monetary area, because Venus is there and Venus governs love and money, all right? So in this position, and certainly earlier in the month, there's a couple of aspects with Venus. Right, start off like on the 1st, there's a square with the Venus and Uranus on the 2nd, so there's Venus trine Saturn. Now, of course, the square can be challenging, and the trine is a softer aspect. So it's almost like something out of the blue. It can come along quite suddenly that you maybe didn't expect. You could even be a little bit blindsided by it, but then almost immediately you can change your attitude around and move it around so it actually works in your favor in some way. So, you know, there's always two sides of a coin. No one knows better than you, Sagittarius, that there's always a different way to look at things, okay? And that's what can happen, you know, over this time. Now, of course, Venus helps you to attract money and partnerships as well. So it's very good for partnerships and getting together with people and working things out with people. But so Venus being the ruler of love and money, so we've got a connection with people, and there's also an attraction of money. Let's not forget she's also a temptress, so you know she can tempt you to spend the cash even before you got it. So do be careful of that. That's just a small warning of word of warning. Now, on the 12th, Venus will make her move into the next sign and join a bunch of other astral interaction planets in this area. Now, it's going to be for you, Sagittarius, the 9th house. Now, the 9th house is a very comfortable position for you because that's the position in the solar chart that you sit, okay? So anything that happens in the 9th house, as I said, it's comfortable and can be, depending on the aspect, can be you know, advantageous or challenging. Now, Jupiter, your ruling planet, in this position. So this is like your year, Sagittarius. You really want to just follow your heart. Do, you know, what you think is best, what you think and feel is best for you. But, you know, keep in mind, there's always some level of compromise. Don't you just love that? And, you know, even if you're doing things that you want and you're getting your own way, there's still going to be a downside and a compromise somewhere along the way, because to say yes to something, invariably you're going to have to say no to something else. Okay, so and I know that you don't like to think of anything of a negative nature, but, you know, that's Newton's law of opposites. I mean, you can't get around that. So, you know, it is what it is what it is. So that's just something to keep in mind. But we've got, so Jupiter is in this area. Venus is going to move in on the 12th to join the Sun, which is there right through to the 22nd, and Mercury, the communication planet, planet of commerce, communication, electronics, travel, short distance, is going to also be in this area of your star chart for the first 2 weeks of the month. So communications can come through that'll just help you to be able to move forward on the path, your journey that you've always dreamt that you would do, okay? So this is, like, as I said, this is your year to shine, but you can't leave it all up to fate. I mean, I really do believe that there is destiny. Some things, there's no doubt in my mind, there's some things in life that just simply are destined. Do we have free will? Sure. All the experts will tell us that we do, and I believe that we do too. And I think the free will comes in on how we manage our life, and the things that are destined in our life, how we go about managing them, how we go about our attitude towards them, because we definitely have free will about our attitude. No one knows that better than you, Sagittarius. So I mean, same thing can happen to 3 different people, and you can get 3 different responses, which can be all good, bad, and indifferent. So that's really attitude more than circumstance, I think. So that's also something to keep in mind. All right, so let's get down to reality here. So what does this actually mean for you in all this activity in the 9th house? So 9th house is about learning, philosophical, looking at the bigger picture, like all those unanswered questions, why are we here? What are we doing? What's your life purpose? How can I reach out to other people? What do I want to, and in this sense, what do you want to achieve over this next 12-month period? Because the Jupiter takes a year to go through each and every sign. Okay, it's just moved into this area last month. I think it was the 7th. I don't have the date exact in my mind or in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it was the 7th, and it's there for 13 months, so we got another 12 months. All right, so you want to make good use of this energy. It's your ruling planet sitting in the 9th house, where it's very comfortable for you, so you really want to run with it and make good use of it. Don't waste it, in other words, Sagittarius. And the best way, it's great for travel, great for foreign affairs, great for learning something new, for studying and delving into deeper, more spiritual, philosophical sort of issues in life, or questions, answers, possibilities. Now, the way to use or take advantage of, probably a better word, of Jupiter and also Venus is to make sure that every thought you have is a positive one. It's really important, I always feel, with Jupiter, because Jupiter will try to give you what you want. It's the planet of abundance and expansion, attraction. So, if you're putting out a negative vibe, then, maybe that's what it's going to give you. So I wouldn't be taking any chances, would you? So you want to monitor your thoughts, and it's a great exercise to do. And just think, what are your thoughts? Are you 80% positive, or are you 50 positive and 50 negative? It's a 50-50. You probably want to look at it and get it up a little bit higher. All right, so moving on. So your solar 10th house, this is all to do with your career. So this can come together now. This is, the difference that you make in the world through your work and your career. So on the 16th, then communication planet Mercury is going to move into this area. The Sun on the 23rd. Then the Moon's there to join the Sun, and we've got the new Moon on the 25th. Okay, now the new Moon always signifies the next 12 months solar phase in this area of your life. So we're talking about your career. So your career can really go ahead. The 9th house, you really need to follow your heart and your dreams, hopes and wishes. The 10th house, you want to put that, pick all that energy up and then put it into your career and work. So you can get some news and some information, communications coming through around your business this month, which can be positive. And when that new moon's there on the 25th, then that's also a very positive new start. Okay, now just before we close off, I want to mention on the 18th, which is a bit of a power day for everyone, particularly you, Sagittarius, because it's Venus and Jupiter on the 18th in that 9th house. and in a conjunction. So I love the Venus-Jupiter conjunction. It's a very positive, uplifting, beneficial, and lucky aspect. So something it's around the 18th. So something can come through for you around that time. Okay. And you want to watch the signposts and watch for the signs of synchronicity as well, particularly here in this 9th house. And I'm sure you're used to doing that, Sagittarius. I got a Sagittarian rising, so I know all about that, and I try to follow it. All right, love and luck to you, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Jennifer Angel. I hope you have an amazing, fabulous month. Bye for now.